All right, so as every Mets fan should know by now, Steve Cohen is now the new owner of the team. He is a financial guy, he's a big businessman, lots of money, but he is in it to win it. He's in it to get the Mets a championship. He's a Mets fan. And he had a press conference yesterday, said all the right things. So he's taken over, and I think Francisco Lindor may be headed to the Mets. Before I get into this video, I just want to make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell. I make daily Major League Baseball content on this channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. It would really mean a lot to me and help out the channel, and it would help out you as well. Now, I made a video last week about the possibility of Lindor heading over to Boston in a trade because a trade between the Indians and another team to get Lindor out of Cleveland is imminent. Right now, it's basically imminent. It's going to happen. Indians fans, I'm sorry, whether you like it or not, Francisco Lindor will not be a Cleveland Indian by 2021. The team's just being cheap. But you know what team isn't being cheap? The New York Mets.
Listen, I grew up in Long Island. I don't have a big ego. I'm doing it for them. I'm a low-key guy, and I relate to them. I know how they. I feel like I know how they feel, and these are smart fans. They know what they're talking about, and if they're emotional, that means they care. I'd rather have emotional fans that are passionate than fans that don't care. And so, I think it's phenomenal, and I think it's. I love talking to them, and I didn't know I would love talking to them. I did it, and I started enjoying it, and so I'm going to keep doing it. And, there'll be times when, things aren't going so well, and I'm still going to do it.
This team is so ready to win it. Steve Cohen is so on board that Mets fans, a lot of them are being skeptical, or a lot of non-Mets fans. I'd say most Mets fans are happy about this or ecstatic about this news, about him being the new owner and the press conference, what he said. But a lot of Mets fans, a lot of baseball fans in general, they're like, what's going on? Is something going to go wrong here? I mean, this is almost too perfect to be true. But no, it is true. Steve Cohen is your new owner, and he's going to work with the front office people. He's going to let them do their job as well, and not just be cheap, and not just invest in a team, a Major League Baseball team, to better yourself financially. He's actually going out and he's a Mets fan. He's not in it for the money. Like I said, he wants to win. So Lindor, I think he may be headed over to the Mets. The Mets are not going to be cheap. What I would expect is for the New York Mets to trade for Francisco Lindor and honestly, right away, sign him to a huge contract. Francisco Lindor has earned it. I wouldn't say he's the best shortstop in baseball. I'd say he's probably lost that recognition, but he's definitely up there. He's a top 5 shortstop. Great guy, great personality for the game. He's always smiling. He's a great hitter, obviously. Decent defender. He's a great teammate. He's never had any locker room kind of drama. He's perfect. He's perfect for any baseball team, let alone a team like the New York Mets, who would love to have a guy like him. People have thrown around the name Nolan Arenado, George Springer, and I could definitely see those names, and I can definitely make a video on those guys as well. But Francisco Lindor to the Mets is a serious possibility. I would not put it past Steve Cohen to get the job done and bring in Francisco Lindor. So all you Mets fans, you should be really happy because this offseason and the next one and the one after that, this is a great time for Mets fans, for everyone involved with the Mets, because they want to win now. The Wilpons are gone. Steve Cohen's now in control of the ship. He's riding the ship, and he wants to win. He's a Mets fan just like all of you guys.
Finally, I want to thank my fellow Met fans, the greatest fans in baseball. Your support has been incredible. You want us to win the World Series, and so do I. New York fans have high expectations, and I want to exceed them. I want an exceptional team. I want a team that's built to be great every year. I don't just want to get into the playoffs. I want to win a championship.
Honestly, if I'm the NL East teams, or a fan of all the NL teams in general, not even just the NL East, which is the division that the Mets are in, I would be afraid because Steve Cohen's going all in. Francisco Lindor, I honestly see him going to the Mets. I feel like it's almost so obvious to this point where it may not even happen, but it's so obvious. It has been rumored that they have been interested in Lindor, and it's such an obvious move. Maybe the Yankees. I could see the Yankees going after Lindor, but I don't know who's willing to sign him to a big contract. You know what? I'm going to go off and say it. I think Lindor is heading to the Mets, and he's going to sign a big contract with them right afterward.